Hey guys, Dan from Wilderness Grey, Dan Dalf the Grey, and Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you've had a good first 2 days. I gotta go back to work in 2 days' time. But I thought, as I haven't done one for a while, and it's been at least a few weeks since my last one, I thought I'd do a reading your comments, because it's a lot to catch up, a hell of a lot. So, you know what that means, this will probably be a big video, so, it's just the way it is. There's a lot of comments I gotta catch up, and this is the video where I just like to catch up with you lot. Heart as many as I can, answer as many as I can back. Obviously if they question, what have you, if they just like, hey, you're cool, whatever, or hey, you suck, don't really answer back. But although I haven't seen a bad comment for a while, I missed the bad comments. I still have a lot of fun with the bad comments. But maybe there's a few in here, I don't know, I haven't really looked. But, because it's a long video, I'm just going to get into it. The Stacking Over says, I'm glad they commented on the hitting the fourth ghostly wall, the Bizarre Bub video I did a few days ago. It's almost like it was last year. They say, I'm glad and I appreciate that you didn't skip videos just because of who the video was from the fourth wall and Really Haunted, etc. You can get content out of those videos, sometimes maybe even better content, because if they frustrate you, that can make great content, because you're annoyed and things you have a stronger opinion about can sometimes be more passionate. I'm a passionate person anyway. I don't need that kind of thing to make me passionate. Here's the analogy I came up with why you shouldn't skip videos just because of who they're from. I should, before you go further into that comment, they're stating on in the Bizarre Bub one, I said I usually skip these kind of videos, but I kept it in because it was the new year. The reason I usually skip certain videos, like I'll try not to in the future, but the reason I do skip certain videos is because, one, I've already covered the exact videos on my channel many times, and two, if in my eyes, if they're fully debunked, if they've been caught out using strings, masks, whatever, I don't see the point. I really don't see the point in going over the same old shit. That's why I usually skip. But maybe, new people haven't seen those, so in the future I'm going to try my best not to skip. If they're so bloody stupid, I may have to skip. But I will try my best not to skip, so I'll continue with the comment. Here's an analogy I came up with why you shouldn't skip videos just because of who they're from. It's like if you're reacting to professional wrestling videos and saying, we're going to skip this one because it's from WWE and we know they're fake. No shit. I think professional wrestling and paranormal caught on camera videos share a very similar suspension of disbelief mentally with their audience. Thank you for the comment, Stacking Over. The problem with that analogy is a good analogy, but I think it's slightly off a bit, because obviously with professional wrestling, everyone knows it's scripted, I should say. I'm not going to call it fake, because that annoys a lot of wrestlers. Obviously, we know it's staged. It has a scripted ending or what have you. But, they do hurt themselves. I'm not going to call it fake, because that will annoy people. But I see where you're getting at. But the thing with the paranormal, I don't know, is this caught on camera a TV show, or are you just stating caught on camera? People are stating 100% real. That's the difference between professional wrestling and paranormal stuff. Wrestlers don't state professional wrestling as real. They used to in the 80s and the early 90s. I was a big fan in the 80s and early 90s. But yeah, I think there is a slight difference between professional wrestling stating whether it's staged or fake. I'm not saying it's fake, I'm just saying it's staged. But whereas paranormal stuff, they all state 100% real. Not everyone, but a lot of them. But I do like the analogy here, so I appreciate it. Crow of Judas asks, hey dude, hey man, do you have an email I can send you something on? There is something I found a year ago, but I still can't debunk, and I have showed others as well, and we just can't figure it out. Would love to see if you can solve this mystery. Well, I do have an email, which I do try to check from time to time. It is, hopefully you can see, it's right there. If you go to my About page on my YouTube channel, go down. For business inquiries, it's not business, it's just an email. worldofmrgray@gmail.com. Crow of Judas, I'll happily take a look at whatever you send me. I do check my emails from time to time. I don't all the time because I got other things to check out and whatever, but I do try and get back to as many people as I can on the email. But people sometimes when I tell them go to my About page, they sometimes can't see the email because on some mobile phones you can't see them. So I don't know. But that is my email, worldofmrgrey@gmail.com. Keep it clean if you send me anything, but I will look at stuff when I get around to it. But thank you. My number one fan, John Richardson, commented my top debunks. I get this from this guy all the time. I don't know why he's clearly subbed to me, John. You're clearly subbed to me. You failed in all things, stillborn. So I just sent, Happy New Year, John. I love the fact. I love it when trolls think they're getting one up on you. Yet they give me my views. He's clearly subbed to me. So because he's been commenting over the last couple of months. He's clearly subbed to me. Or maybe he just sees my videos off the cuff, I don't know. But it's always funny because I tend to thrive on the shitty comments. It's what I enjoy. It's what I enjoy replying back to. So whenever a troll, and John, you are a troll. I know you are. I know what you're trying to do. It's not working. It's like water off a duck's back. Trust me. Trust me. I'm ginger, right? You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like growing up as a ginger kid. Trust me. I have had worse said to me over the years. Growing up, when you're a ginger person like myself, you grow up to be a resilient little shit. Let me tell you, nothing you say will ever be as bad as what my brother-in-laws and we call each other. I guarantee you. Which I will never repeat on here because it's really bad. So please continue. They think they're getting one up on you when at the end of the day they're just giving me a view. So keep at it. Michael Lewis says, and he commented on again the Bizarre Bub video where I said when I was a kid, I was speaking about pareidolia, but when I was a kid I used to go into the bathroom at night. It weren't late at night, it was just when it was dark obviously. Turn the lights off and just stare at myself in the mirror. And just watch your face start to change and morph into weird little demonic looking things. And like I said, it's your brain trying to figure out what it's looking at. Because obviously, like I said, with the thing with pareidolia, your brain is conditioned over hundreds of thousands of years of evolution. It's conditioned to find out eyes, nose, mouth, and facial features. So it's a trick you should try. If you go to your bathroom right now, if you're in the night, go to your bathroom. I swear nothing's going to jump out at you. There's no ring girl in the mirror. Don't worry about it. There's no Bloody Mary. I've done that as a kid as well. It didn't work. I did shit myself, mind, but I was just hyping myself up. But yeah, go to the bathroom or sit whatever in a dark room with a mirror. Here's my challenge to you, and let me know how it went. Stare at yourself. Give it a couple of minutes because it doesn't start working until a couple of minutes. Your eyes got to get used to the darkness. And then you'll see your face just morphing into weird stuff. It's really cool. That's something I used to do. I used to go into the bathroom too, but I would use the flash on the camera with my face close to the mirror, and that can be really freaky, especially if you make scary faces. You can see a lot of detail for about 2 to 3 seconds, then it starts fading. Again, I used to do this similar thing. When I used to do it as a kid, we didn't have mobile phones then. Aging myself here, but we didn't have mobile phones, but we had like this little... It was like a compact camera, but it was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles camera, which would always put a watermark of a turtle in the corner of the photo. I still have photos somewhere of that. But yeah, I used to do it with that, put the flash up and just make stupid faces and just, take it in for the split second of flash. It's really good, really freaky. If you want to freak yourself out, go do that right now. Jenny J says, and they're talking about the Fear Therapy video game that me and Rich played. It was really good. Stupidly scary, which I love those games anyway. And Jenny J says, I think this is the closest we're ever going to see to what Rich looks like in the thumbnail. That's the thumbnail I made. Obviously I made South Park characters. That's me, and that's Rich. Rich is not a camera guy. He's not one to be on camera. That's not his thing, but he enjoys playing the video games. I don't know, who knows, maybe sometime in the future, maybe he'll make an appearance, who knows, but right now I can't see it. Lindsay says, I love how when Rich gets scared, he still sounds calm and annoyed. That's just Rich. Sometimes he's so calm, he's horizontal, but then you haven't heard his rip-roaring bloody vicious rants he makes about certain things. It's quite funny, but sometimes you can't get him to stop. And you have to go, Rich, stop. let's do something else. It's quite funny, but he is usually just so bloody laid back. It's ridiculous. Natasha says, and I think it was because in the Fear Therapy video game, I put it up pretty much uncut, and you can hear all my I'm not going to do it now, but clearing my voice and clearing my throat and stuff, which at that particular day I had a bit of a scratchy throat, and I kept it in. I usually delete all my like my clearing the throat, my coughs and stuff like that. But she says, I hate saying this, but as someone with misophonia, I didn't even know that was a thing. I can't deal with the ever-increasing throat phlegm in the videos. I know, I do apologise. Like I said, I usually delete those from the videos, but that Fear Therapy video was pretty much uncut. Next time I'll try and cut them out. J, I think that's how you say the name, I do apologise if it's not, says, the thing with the mirror when you were a kid could be that your brain is getting bored and you start to hallucinate, or it could be the Troxler effect. Or if you're that way inclined, it could be a demon or ghost, because apparently scrying is real. I know about scrying, I don't know what the Troxler effect is though. Troxler's fade-in, also called Troxler fade-in or Troxler effect, is an optical illusion affecting visual perception. When one fixates on a particular point for even a short period of time, an unchanging stimulus away from the fixation point will fade away and disappear. Research suggests that at least some portion of the perceptual phenomena associated with Troxler's fade-in occurs in the brain. Interesting. Troxler's fade-in has been attributed to the adaptation of neurons vital for perceiving stimuli in the visual system. It is part of the general principle in sensory systems that unvarying. Why do I think that word is wrong? Systems that invariant stimuli soon disappears from our awareness. For example, if a small piece of paper is dropped on the inside of one's forearm, it is felt for a short period of time. Soon, however, the sensation fades away. This is because the tactile neurons have adapted and start to ignore the unimportant stimulus. But if one jiggles one's arm up and down, given various stimulation, one will continue to feel the paper. I know what you mean. I've never heard of the Troxler effect, but I know the effect. And you can have something irritating you for like a minute or so, and then when you're not looking and you forget about it. But when you think about it, it starts irritating you again. I think that's what that means. It's like when you think, I guarantee now, you're going to start itching. Your skin is itching. You probably got an itch on your shoulder. Probably got an itch in your head. And I guarantee half of you watching right now probably went, yeah, I have actually. It's because I made you aware of it. And I think that's what that's getting at. But yeah, cool. I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. I love it. Capture says, hello, Mr. Gray. I just wanted to recommend something for you to check out that I found interesting and entertaining that you also might enjoy debunking. It's called Scariest Video You Ever Watch. Paranormal Activity Uncut Footage. Is this going to make me bloody jump now? Scariest? Is that what it's actually called? Because a lot of stuff on YouTube is called that, actually. Scariest video. Oh, apparently I've already half watched it. Oh, wait. Mindseed. Is that... If that's the video, I remember watching that a couple of months back, and I actually debunked it. if that is the one. This was the video that Mindseed put out a few months back. And I think, it says in the description, actually. What does it say? I don't know, maybe they put it out on their Instagram or something, but someone said... Mindseed put this video out for... sort of to prove to their viewers that, look, see, you can watch this stuff uncut. This is a totally uncut episode. We haven't edited this in any way, shape or form. And then me and a load of other people spotted at least 15 cuts in it. Especially with the stairs.
I was looking in the kitchen right when I
this part. So he goes up the stairs. And then he turns around and the chairs have all stacked up. Ready?
Oh my God.
I mean, for an uncut video, I should say, there was a huge cut when he turned back around for those chairs. Ready? I'm going to say cut. Ready? Cut.
Oh my God.
It's the classic hiding a cut in a pan. That's what it is. I don't know why, what's his name? Casey, is that his name? I don't know why they put that video out, because apparently they put it out to try and prove that what they do is legit, 100% real, and that's all it proved, is that they can't hide cuts properly. As good as they are in their production values, because they are very good. Mindseed are very good, I must admit. It was clear as day cuts when he turned around, and there's the cliched stacking of chairs. Everyone's seen that. But yeah, that's if that is indeed the video you wanted me to see capture, I already watched it and I already talked about it. I think it was a live stream a couple of months back actually. But thank you for the comments. Miss Morgan says, "Hi Dan, can you view Slapped Ham's video, the one titled Help? These scary videos really show ghosts." That was a terrible Australian accent, I do apologise. "And see what happens with the tent clip. I think I see someone sat behind the tent with a blanket on their head, and then when he moves along the side, there's a cut. Some comments on the video say 2 tents together, or the window in the tent is a mirror. Can you please do a video and see what you can see? Happy New Year, Dundalf. Here's to 2022. Well, what was it with the tent? I'm not going to watch the entire video because I actually want to keep that. With the tent. Oh,
When we first see the playhouse, there appears to be nothing in there. He then looks through the window on the side, and now...
Yes, Miss Morgan, there's an absolute cut, and I'm going to point it out. It's just a straight up cut. That's all there is. Ready? I'm going to say cut. Ready?
On the side.
Cut.
Now there
you
seems
go.
to be something inside.
And then he
of it.
cuts it again to go back. The cut is... How do I do... The cut is hidden in that blue line right there. Obviously that's the seam of the tent, but that's where you hide the cut. See, like if you notice, when obviously looking at the ghostly pile of clothes, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Obviously that's frame by frame, 1, 2, 3, and then a massive cut. See, so it's a smooth one. Look, keep an eye on the pink crowns wherever they are. So if I start going again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it skips at least. Well, it's not skipping the frames because obviously there's just the cut. So obviously the person with the pile of clothes can get out of the way. It's as simple as that. The oldest trick in the book. It's just a straightforward cut. But thank you for pointing me that one, because I have not watched that Slapped Ham video, so I'll have to keep an eye out for that one. Chris Kakas, I hope I'm saying his surname right, by the way, says, and they were commented on the Bizarre Bub where they featured really, really haunted. Also, I can't stand really haunted. My man should have a scientist at his house with the activity that happens apparently every night. I mean, even normal people would have moved out years ago, but no, not them. I know what he's saying. It's not that I can't stand really haunted. I just dislike the way they try to state it as 100% real when we know it's not. That's it. And like you said, this is the thing which I think they've been asked. People have asked them, why don't you have experts come along, or why don't you have paranormal investigation team come along, whatever. And I think the usual excuse, they say, no, we want to deal with this ourselves, or we've reached out. No, that's the one. They said in previous videos, Real Haunted now, we've reached out and nobody wants to come. That's a pile of bollocks if I ever heard one. I could probably point out about 5 teams who would go there in a heartbeat. But obviously he don't want them coming because he knows this bullshit. And they'll see all his tricks. Or what usually happens, and this happens a lot whenever you get a paranormal team go to somewhere where there's supposedly a lot of activity. All of a sudden nothing happens. I mean, if ghosts do exist, why should they perform for you every night? I know, but still. Absolutely zero things happens in when these teams go somewhere which is supposedly the most haunted house in the world, and then nothing happens for them. I just find it fascinating when all these paranormal videos on YouTube with someone's house is haunted. When someone offers them help, or they'll say something, or well, nobody wants to come. That's bollocks. It's bollocks. You just don't want to see people see your tricks. But anyway, I don't dislike really haunteds. I don't dislike anyone. I do get annoyed at spirit box channels. I can't stand them ones because they prey on the vulnerable with their terrible, terrible spirit box sessions, and they only use famous people who have just passed away in the last day or so. I think they're as bad as bloody ambulance chasing lawyers, if you ask me. I don't like those channels, but as far as other ones, the really haunted, it's not that I don't like them. I just don't like the way they do things. That's all. But thank you for the comment, Chris. I almost had to stop myself from going on a bit of a rant then, so moving on. Chris Kakas again, on the same video. Poltergeist activity is not a ghost or spirit. I laugh every time I hear it. Very rarely, mind you. This is caused by a person inadvertently with telekinesis. Any other time, it's not a ghost. Please stop calling it such. This was more or less towards these ghost channels that call it that, and 99% of the time, it's fake. Well, I wish telekinesis was real. I wish if I had telekinesis, let me tell you something. I would definitely, like, move a milk bottle or something. I'd go all Charles Xavier. I'd love it. I got the heads for it, so why not? Josh J. Someone's already answered it, but I'll read the question anyway. Josh J says, lots of love to you guys. Just started watching. I'm already reminded of playing horror games with my old friends. By the way, Dan, are you Scottish or Welsh? I get this a lot, and I suppose if you're not from the UK, you don't really know. But I'm Welsh. I'm Welsh, born and bred. But I often get asked, am I Scottish? Am I Irish? Never English. Which is strange. Like, I've worked in places where they've asked me, are you Dutch? I worked up in Sheffield years ago, about, over a decade ago now. And people kept on asking me, are you Dutch? I even had one guy come up to me and start speaking Dutch to me. I didn't have a clue what he was saying. I was like, what? It's because he heard me speaking, and for some reason, my harsh like syllables, because the Welsh accent has a very harsh accent. It doesn't roll off the tongue like an American accent or something like that. So yeah, I can understand when people don't realise what a Welsh accent sounds like, who are not from the UK. But I get that a lot. It always makes me laugh. Edit, you're Welsh apparently. One of my all-time favourite songs is Callan Land, yes. I first heard it thanks to a Welsh horror game called Made a Skier, in which they did a minor version. I do actually... Made a Skier is on one of my playlists. I've been wanting to play that for a long time. So yes, thank you. There you go. David Walker says, and commented on the top debunks of 2021. So, I think I covered Taps Ghost Hunters in one of them a couple of times over the last year. And they said Taps admitted that they faked this one after the team broke up. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. When someone breaks up, they start throwing all kinds of shade at each other. You're fake. No, you're fake. So yeah, I'm not surprised one bit about that. James Soucy. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing his surname right. And again, they commented on the top debunks of 2021 where I spoke about the Gettysburg, the famous one, and I put out like this opinion piece, debunk, whatever. It's not quite a debunk, it's more of an opinion. But I think my opinion is pretty good. Thanks to the help of other people, by the way. And he says, I didn't buy the first debunk or opinion because I made two opinion videos on the Gettysburg one last year. A couple of months apart, but you know. I didn't buy the first debunk or opinion on Gettysburg, but this one is possible. I don't buy it. I'd hope the people recording it, they hear the horses, let alone know it's a horse trail. Still, great job. I appreciate the comment. But what I did say in that Gettysburg one, I think I said, I can't remember, they zoomed in. You can sort of tell they zoomed in, because one, they can't quite make out what they're looking at. You can tell it's far away wherever they're looking at, because it's really grainy, it's dusk. And they zoomed in because the slightest movement, when you zoomed in on a camera, I've got my DSLR now, but when you zoomed in on a camera, saying that, if you're at standard zoom on a camera and you move it, obviously you can make slight adjustments. But when you zoomed in as far as you can go, which to me, that's exactly what it looks like on that Gettysburg one, the slightest movement at your end will move about 10 to 15 feet, the other end. And you kept seeing that kind of movement in their video. You could hear them talking, I can't see it, honey. And then someone will move the camera and they'll move like about 10 or 15 that way. They're like, no, the other way. And then they'll move that way. You could tell they were zoomed in because of the harsh movements of the camera. Unless they were really bad camera movement. But I'm assuming they wouldn't hear the horses unless they were really close, a lot closer. And the fact that they might not know it's a horse trail, I mean... Maybe not everyone who goes to Gettysburg. Sometimes, you know, most of the people who go to Gettysburg are just tourists turning up for the one-day event or a one-day trail, whatever. You know, They go to certain historic places in the Gettysburg, and maybe they just don't know the whole ins and outs of that place. I don't know. Like I said, it was an opinion piece. I think it's a pretty good opinion, because I had some help from people who actually live around that area. You know, that's why I came to that opinion. But thank you for the comment. I do appreciate it. Stop Propaganda says, Dandalf, Nuke is starting to deny permission to review his videos. He just restricted caspersight from using his videos. Sucks. I hope he doesn't do this to everyone. Yeah, a few people have said this, because I know a few months back, caspersight said he had an email from Nuke, or he stopped watching Nuke's top 5 videos because Nuke either asked him to stop or asked him to slow down or something. Because obviously with caspersight, he's a fairly big channel, so maybe he could have been taking views away from Nuke's top 5. Who knows? I don't know. But apparently now a few people have said this, that Nuke's top 5 has actually stated, you do not have permission to watch my videos. And I don't know if that's true. I have no idea. But what I will say, fair use is a big thing on YouTube. I'm a big believer in fair use. If people want to watch my videos, please do whatever you want to do, as long as you connect to my channel or whatever. It doesn't matter, as long as you don't re-upload my entire videos without me in it, like what happened a couple of months ago. We won't go there. But I don't know how Nuke can ask people to stop watching their videos, or to stop reacting to them, I suppose, because at the end of the day, I know he makes a narrative video, a compilation video. At the end of the day, they're not his clips, and I don't know whether he pays them. And this is to all like top 5 channels, top 10 channels, any channel on YouTube, unless you're making like a fully fledged documentary where you actually go to these locations and film them yourself, or if you're making a short film yourself, I don't know how you can ask people to say you do not have permission to watch my videos when at the end of the day they're just putting other people's clips up. I don't understand that. Does he pay them? I don't know. I can't see him paying every single clip holder, if you ask me. Or maybe he does. I don't know. Does he give these people with their clips a portion of the revenue he makes? I don't know. But I just, but they do come under fair use under the YouTube guidelines, and fair use is basically transformative material. As long as you're not just re-uploading Nuke's top 5, this is to any channel, by the way. If you're not re-uploading their entire video on your channel, that is not fair use, by the way. If you make a transformative video about anyone else's clips, not show the entire video, like even my breakdown and analysis videos, I don't show the entire videos. I skip a lot, I cut a lot, or I say a lot. I stop it and I explain this is this is what's going on. But if I made a breakdown video and I just put, like, say for example, Slapped Ham, and just me in the corner not saying anything, obviously that's not fair use, and it's got to be transformative when it comes to the fair use guidelines. And as far as I'm aware, caspersight does stop and say things and explain things, or try to explain things anyway. And I don't know if it's true that Nuke did deny permission to review his videos, but I just don't understand how that is not against fair use guidelines. I don't know. Like I said, at the end of the day, as much as I like Nuke's top 5, at the end of the day, he's just posting other people's clips. So I don't understand how that can happen. I don't know. I'm not a bloody YouTube lawyer, so I don't know. But I do know some of the guidelines on there, and a lot of the times the copyright claim on YouTube is a major issue, where 99.9% of the time it is the wrong way. It doesn't work, the copyright claim feature, because a lot of people abuse it. It's happened to me a couple of months ago when one of my videos was re-uploaded onto another channel. I'm not going to mention the channel, we sorted it out. It was re-uploaded, and I made a funny video watching the video on his channel. I found it quite funny. I wasn't going to copyright claim the channel or anything. I found it quite funny. But then, because I made the video watching my own video on his channel and laughing about it, he copyright striked me. And that was totally against the YouTube regulations, copyright striking me for watching my own video on his channel. And it was my video. It wasn't me showing a compilation clip. It was literally me going to this place, filming it. It was an abandoned urban exploring video. And it was all my footage. Now, like I said, I wasn't going to copyright claim the channel or anything. I just found it quite funny. But then he saw my video watching his video. And because he didn't want people to catch on that he was doing this, he copyright struck me. It wasn't a claim, it was a strike. I had a strike on my channel. And, you know, if you get enough strikes, your channel gets deleted. Unfortunately, it happens. But I don't know how that was allowed. And I complained to YouTube about it. Eventually it got taken away, I think. The channel itself, we came to an agreement, and he apparently took it away. Copyright strike and copyright claim system on YouTube is the most broken piece of shit on this platform, and it gets abused daily, and that's the problem. And And I'm not saying Nuke's top 5 would strike anyone or copyright claim. I don't know the guy. I don't know the person behind the Nuke's top 5 channel. I'm hoping he wouldn't. But I don't know. But like I said, going back to that, I don't know how they can deny permission to a clip show where the clips on their videos are not even their clips. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop there because I don't know enough about it. Maybe there are YouTube laws, I don't know. But as far as I'm aware, it comes under fair use. So I don't know how you can tell caspersight not to watch my stuff. I don't know. But I'm just gonna move on. But thank you for the comments. Cobalt Dragon says, and do you know what, I'm actually going to make this the last comment because I've been waffling on. I'll make another comments video, the rest of the stuff in the next couple of days. But Cobalt Dragon says, loved the video and we'll be checking out Bizarre Bub. Here is what I have noticed on the top 5s that I follow. Many of their subs are looking for entertainment, not paranormal proof. For them, it's like the modern day Twilight Zone or Alfred Hitchcock, which is why channels like Fourth Wall and others are featured. People like the stories, which is why Nuke and Mr. Ballin still get millions of views days after uploading. They are great storytellers. You provide a service to those who are curious or looking for proof of the paranormal by going through the clips and pointing things out. Like the fact that some creators say outright made for entertainment. Keep up the great work, much appreciated. Well, Cobalt Dragon, I appreciate it, thank you. Yeah, I agree. A lot of people, I'm one of them. I watch top 5 channels, not because I'm trying, well, mostly because I'm trying to find the bullshit involved, but I like the atmosphere it gives off. I like a creepy clip. Even though if I can see the bullshit and the bollocks, I still like the creepiness of it. And a lot of people who watch the top 5 channels, you know, creepy ghost videos, whatever, they state, I know it's for entertainment, but I enjoy it. And that's totally fine. But there are also a lot of people in there as well. Oh my God, this is so real. How can this be faked? It can't be faked. And that's where I try and step in with actually. You know, so I don't know. I'd love to see the percentage of people who watch a top 5, you know, of all, say for example, Slap Tam. I'd love to see a percentage of the people who believe everything and the people who are just watching it for the entertainment. I'd love to see a percentage of that. Slap Tam, Callan, if you ever see this, if you can find out the percentage of people on your videos who believe and who just watch it for entertainment, let me know. But anyway, I enjoyed that. That was a really long video once again, and I will make a part 2 of this because there are so many comments I want to catch up with, which I haven't in the last week or so. And I also put a poll up as well. I put a poll up earlier on for you to choose. So I put a poll up earlier on, and basically it's 4 categories, which I hope you all go there and vote on. But I will explain after that. I'll probably give it a day or 2 to see how it goes. But they are mysterious, unsolved, unexplained, and scariest. Unexplained is winning so far. But it's for a reason. It's for a video, which I will be making in the very near future. But I don't know. It's just something I thought about, and I might just do it. And but I'll wait for a couple of days to see how that poll goes. So go there, vote, and let me know. Anyway, leave a like if you like this video. Leave a sub if you're new to my channel. I do these quite often. And I also have some new true crime stuff coming as well, because I made that one a few months ago. It didn't do very well, but I really enjoyed making it, so I'm going to make another one soon. I have a few more obscure ones I'm going to look at, because I'm not going to make the usual suspects like Richard Ramirez or anything like that, because that's been done a million times. But there's a couple of more obscure ones I want to just tell you a story about, so I think it'd be quite interesting. But anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back again soon. Don't know when, don't know how. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.